Good evening and welcome to Moment with God. My name is Joyce Gannon. Today I want to talk to us about being faithful with the little. And not just even the little, just being faithful with the things that God has given us, the things God has called us into. So in continuation of our series, Transformations, that are not being conformed to the patterns of this world, but by being transformed by the renewing of our mind. Today, I want to talk to us about renewing our mind in the area of faithfulness in the things that God has given us to do. And today, I'm going to be using that parable of Jesus. You remember when the parable of the talents. And I know some of us, most of us, if not every one of us, have heard this passage preached in the Bible. So I don't want to take a lot of our time today. So I'm just going to read the script, tell you where the scriptures are, paraphrase, and I will quote the scriptures as I go along, just to make sure that I use this little time that we have together well. Today, in not being conforming to this world, but to the pattern of this world, but to be transformed by the renewing of our mind. And when I used that scripture last in Romans 12, I talked about how that word transformation is metamorphosis. What is transformation? Transformation is going beyond our current formation. That means we are thinking in a different way. We have kind of gone beyond, we have elevated beyond our current formation. So which means when we renew our mind, when we renew our thinking, when we think differently from the way the world think, and then we are now transformed, we have gone beyond the state that we currently are. So if we've gone beyond the state that we currently are, that means our thinking is different, our ways of doing things is different. So we no longer do things according to the pattern of this world, but we do it according to the patterns of heaven. So today I want to talk to us about being faithful in the things that God has given us, the things that God has called us into. Oftentimes people they're waiting for their dreams to come true. They are waiting on God to do something in order for them to do their part. They are waiting for heaven to move, earth to move, all their ducks to come, in line. They want to have all their ducks in a row before they can be faithful in the things that God has called them to. So that is the way this world thinks. If when I have enough money, when my family situation is balanced, when my job is settled, when I've had all my children, or when my children have left home, then I will sit down and I'll be faithful. Meanwhile, I know the talent, I know the gift that God has given me. So I'm just going to put them away, store them away for a while. And then when I'm ready, when everything is in place, when I have enough money, everything is going according to plan, then I will and I will work on my creativity. I will step into the call of God on my life. But things doesn't work that way. And what the Bible clearly shows us in the parable of the talents, where God the master went away and apportioned different talents to different people, and we see some of them multiply the talent by putting it to use, and a very wise one in his own eyes buried his talents, thinking that the master was going to come back if he loses the talent by not using it. I don't know how you can even lose it by not using it, and that the master was going to be so angry and get angry with him so much so he was so afraid he buried the talent. But today I want to challenge you with two things. First thing, I'm telling you, if you are waiting for everything to work out before you can step into your calling, you will never step into your calling. You don't have to wait for your dreams to come true. You have to be true to your dreams. So when God gives you something, there's a stirring in your heart right now for what you know that God has called you into, that the purpose of which God has called you, for the purpose for which you came to this earth, that you were born. You know what it is, because every one of us, our life speaks to us. So if you are waiting for your dreams to come true one day, I'm telling you, your dreams will not come true. But you have to be true to your dream. You have to start putting things in place. You have to start walking in the call of God on your life. You have to start using your gifts, your talents that God has already given you in order for your dream to come true. Until you serve your dream, you're not going to have full realization of your dream. Okay, so that's good. until you serve your dream. So you need to serve your dream. You need to serve your calling. You need to serve your destiny. You need to serve the purpose for which you were put right on this earth. Because why? You are a unique individual. Until you step into your shoes, no one else can fill your shoes, because you are unique. Your thumbprint is unique. Everything about you is unique. So the gift and talent that God is giving you is unique, and is to serve a unique group of people, unique group of individuals that he's called you to serve. So that's number one. So don't wait for your dreams to come true. You need to be true to your dream. Number two, some people want to get all their ducks in a row before they can step into their giftings and callings. They want everything to be perfect. They want, to have enough money. They want and they are looking for what they haven't got to start it. But what have you got in your hand? Because the Bible said that every one of us has been dealt a measure of faith. So even having the faith in the things that God has called you into, that you are waiting for tools and equipment or money or whatever it is that you need to start it, you already have that measure of faith. So which means if you have that faith, what is faith? Faith is seeing those things that are not as though they were. So what you have to do is to step into the thing that God has called you into, and the provision will come. What is provision? I heard somebody say, this is not I'm not even sure where I've heard it. They said, provision. God provides for a vision. So once you are serving your vision, once you're serving the call of God upon your life, he will provide. He will bring the resources that you need to serve that vision. So number one, don't wait till your dream comes true before you start stepping into doing your dreams. But you need to be true to your dream in order for your dream to come true. So it's the other way around. So this is the transformation process. The thinking, the way we reason, we need to change it. We need to apply a higher way, a higher understanding, a higher walking in the spirit in order for us to understand this. So if we are sitting there at home thinking nothing ever works out for me, nothing ever do this, nothing ever that, and you complain, what you focus on, you empower. So if you think you never have enough to start, you never have enough to do this, guess what? You're not going to have enough. But if you look at your hand, you say, God, I thank you for the gift that you have already given me. I thank you, because that is a start. So being grateful for the gift, having gratitude for the gift, and you say, God, I know you have called me for this. This is my vision. What do I need to become in order to serve this vision? So how do I need to change my mind in order to serve this vision? So if I know that I've been called, say, for example, to exalt, and I'm sitting there saying, hey, God, I know that you have given me the gift of exaltation. I really want to exalt. But what I should be saying is, God, what do I need to become in order for me to serve this vision? Number one, I need to become love. So I have to find a way, because, when you are an exalter, you say things as they are. You just come out with it. So I need to say, God, okay, I need to develop patience. I need to grow in my love. I need to know how to communicate better. I need to know how to speak the heart of God, although as true as it is, but I need to know how to bring it with gentility. So if I don't already have that, what do? I go to the source of the gift, and I said, I need to develop this in me. How do I grow in that? And I actually asked this question not too long ago, even 2 days ago, and just gently within my spirit, I said, God, how can I develop in the area of love, to be an epitome of love, to love more, to just be, to embrace people more with love, to have more compassion? And just from within me, as I asked the question in my devotion time, I heard this word: stay close to me. Stay close to me. How amazing is that? And then I said, okay, now I know what to do. So when I stay close to Christ, and then I become like him, more and more like him. I'm, not sure I'll become fully like him on this side of my life, but every day as I stay close to him, I will be transformed into his image and likeness. So I need to become love in order for me to serve my vision, in exalting, in calling of people's destiny, in calling of people's identity. So I need to grow in love. So, and God has equipped me to do that, because when I stay close to him, as he is the true vine, as I abide as the branch, I will bear much fruit. Number 2, what do I already have that I can use? That is what I'm doing right now. This is what I have. I have myself, I have my phone, and there's a YouTube channel, so I already have that, so if I may be reaching one person, 2 people, it doesn't matter. But what I'm doing right now is saying, God, I'm willing to be faithful in the little that you have given me. I'm willing to be faithful. I'm willing to serve the vision. I'm willing to make fool of myself. I'm willing to appear, foolish or whatever it is. I already have my voice. I have my phone. And so I'm going to use that. So what do you have right now already in your hand that could serve your vision, the purpose that God has called you into? Because if you are waiting for somebody to hand it to you, it's not going to happen. Because God has called you, He has equipped you, right now there's provision, surplus, waiting to serve that vision if you just be faithful to it. And so what did the scripture say to the servant who buried his talent? And he said, take that which he had away. You know why? And some people may look at that and say, that's wickedness. Why would you even take the little that he has away? But what did he do? He wasn't doing anything with it. So if he wasn't doing anything with it, we doesn't need to keep it. There are so many people that could do with that. And God can literally raise somebody up, raise stones up in that place to give the stones that one talent. But he said for those who are already serving the vision, those who are making use of their talents, that he will give much more to them. So I just want to exalt you today. Whatever God has called you into, whatever you are feeling in your heart, whatever vision is pulling you right now, whatever talent is tugging on your heart, and you know what that thing is. So why don't you start from where you are? I'm exalting you, and I'm asking that you can do it, because you have all the things that you need in heaven and on earth to be who God has called you to be. Let me tell you something. If you don't do the purpose of God in your life, if you don't do, you're not going to be done. So if you are waiting for somebody else to fill your shoes will not be filled. If you don't do, you won't be done. So who are you? What purpose is in your life? What vision has God given you? What is tugging at you right now that God is asking you that it is time to step into? But you are waiting for somebody to come alongside you, or you are waiting for somebody to provide for you to do it, or you are waiting for a man to open door for you, or you are saying there are not enough resources. Unless you share your dreams, unless you share your vision, unless you share your purpose, unless you are walking in it, people that are right now that are lining up, that God is lining up to come alongside you, the resources that you need, you are not going to realize them. But I promise you, and I guarantee that as soon as you start walking in your destiny and in your purpose, no matter how small it is, don't be little beginning. If you're an evangelist, why don't you knock on your neighbor's door and then start sharing the gospel? If you are a teacher, why don't you gather your children together and start teaching them? If you know you've been called into the prophetic, why don't you be asking God for words for people? If you know you've been called into business, why don't you start? What is that thing that is tugging in your heart? What is the problem that you see out there that you think, oh, that problem needs a solution, and start being that solution? Is He called you to be a teacher? Whatever area that God has called you into, you need to look at what you already have, and I guarantee you already have something that you can start with. So I want to encourage you today not to bury your talents. I want to encourage you today to start thinking, higher than the world thinks. So you don't need resources to start God's vision on your life. You need to serve the vision, and the resources will come. That is the opposite way. Like, for example, when if you want to start a business in creating something, you don't need a lot of money. You need your creativity to come out. So what do? You take a pen and you take a paper and you start putting your ideas down on pen and paper. That is already serving the vision. So once you've written down everything that you know that is inside of you, you poured it out and now you can see it, then keep reading it out, share it with somebody, and that is starting, that is working, that is stepping into what God has called you into. So don't be little beginning. Now, what are the 3 things I said? Don't wait for your dreams to come true. You need to be true to your vision. So don't wait for you to have all money to start whatever ministry or business or whatever. Look at what you already have, and what do you need to become? How do you need to develop yourself? What do you need to not change about yourself, develop in yourself in order for you to become that thing? As you do that, you're going to begin to see that your vision, that the purpose of God in your life will begin to multiply and increase because you have been faithful with the little. God bless you.